Hey guys, welcome back to Phyla-vell Custom. So today I'm sharing with you a Moondragon resin kit that I just finished up for someone. Now I did do a review video on this a while back. It's supposed to be a 1/6 scale kit from what I understand, but the factory printed this one out as like a 1/5, so it was kind of off. At least I think that's what it was, but I'm not really sure. Either way, I wish this was a 1/4 scale because I would actually want to get one for my own collection. Then it would give me a means to actually do another Phyla-vell in a Quasar version because Moondragon and Phyla were actually lovers at one point. I still don't know why Marvel killed off Phyla back in the day, but it's kind of stupid. She should have been a Captain Marvel in the movies. But anyway, with that being said, this was a fun kit to paint up. It's a really great design. I really like this design a lot. I think it's really cool that they took the cape and they kind of went down here underneath the feet and made it look like she's kind of hovering. The only downside is the metal rod back here. That was the only trickiest part of putting this kit together. There's nothing really I could do about it. They did come with a plastic rod, but I wanted to put the metal rod in there. And the copper, buffed out copper in there really doesn't, it's not like the end of the world because when you look at her in this direction anyway, you're not really seeing it. I could paint it black and I could you know, maybe paint it green, but it really doesn't make a difference because the problem is every time I did paint it and I did slide it into the base and slide it in her, all that paint got scraped up anyway. So it would have to be where I would have to mask all this off and try to spray it in this little area, and it would be a nightmare. That's the only downside of the whole kit. Other than that, I think it's an amazing design. It's a nice sculpt. It's very plain, but that's Moondragon. That's just what she is. She's a bald-headed female with green outfit that pretty much shows a lot of skin and has a big cape. That's it. But it's a really great design. Now, I'm not sure who sculpted it. I'm pretty sure somebody could come in the comments and pretty much say, you know, who sculpted it and all that stuff. I'm really not sure. If anyone's interested in snagging one, you could contact me and I can send you in the right direction. I think they'll be available. I'm not sure how many. But it's pretty much a fun paint up. It's very well done. I mean, I got this out of the box. I think it was printed by Ownage or somebody, one of those factories. And literally, there was only one thing that was going on with this one, but I think this is the actual print, is there was a crack over here in the waist. And I'm not really sure what was going on over here. So I kind of sanded it down and fixed up this little crack over here. But other than that, it was fine. The trickiest part, though, like I said, was trying to get her into the base. Is her two earrings up here. It came with plastic earrings, but I threw those away and I put in these metal ones because I figured it would look a little bit better. You can't really put the earrings in and then slide her into the cape because those cape would actually hit those earrings and break off. So I actually had to put those earrings on afterwards, which took a little time, but I think it worked out pretty well. I had to put a little tiny dab of glue on there to lock them in place, otherwise they would probably fall out. And I couldn't really clamp them in there either, because if I kind of messed up I would scrape it or hit something, so that's a little bit of tricky. But everything else was able just to attach with no problem. So we'll get in a little bit closer for you guys, kind of show you everything. So for her face, she's bald head, there's really no hair or anything, so I gave her some eyeshadow. Smoky eyes, but I put a little bit of a green tint in there. She's got blue eyes, and the lips, I was asked to do pink lips, and I think that works out perfect for her because she is not a very tan character. She's very pale, very virgin flesh skin, so that's kind of what I went with. I didn't really want to, go overboard with like crazy skin tones. If you look at a lot of her earlier stuff, she's kind of almost pale to like a vampire pale early on days. So I guess it all depends on who drew her and who colored her, but I really wanted to make sure I went that route with it. So it's Garage Kit's Flesh Tone Colors, just a lot of virgin stuff, very light shading here and there, nothing too crazy, and just pretty much ran with that. Now her outfit and her cape, we wanted to go with basically a flat outfit, but a silky pearlized cape. Now, one of the things I wanted to make sure I didn't do was make this outfit like a very bright, like fluorescent green, and then the cape like silky. I think it wouldn't really work with her. So I wanted to keep the green sort of together, but still make them different with the pearls and stuff. So this green has a bunch of different greens. And there's actually a base green color, There's some shading underneath the chest, some shading around here. There's shading in the gloves and stuff. You can see a lot of shading in the boots. Now that shading is not like black. It's actually browns mixed in with the green. So you can see like what I did with the boots. And then I did a very, very hint of lighter green misting with interference green in it. So the outfit has a little bit of an interference in certain areas, but nothing where it's going to make it pop like crazy. And then I went with a satin varnish on top of it because I wanted to make the green sort of look leathery in a sense. You know, it's kind of almost a leathery outfit. And then the cape, I was asked to do pearlized green, sort of like this. And I think the pearlized green with green shading, same shading I used for the main outfit. And then I did a interference light coat on top of that, and I gave it a very silky look. So I didn't want to gloss coat it and make it look like what is it, an anodized or like a chrome green, like really crazy. I wanted to make it look silky, and I think that worked out really well with the character. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, she's just a green outfit, skin and green, and that's it. I mean, it's fairly simple. Now, I talked about the base to the client. I said, do you want to go with black base? Do you want marble? What do you want? So they decided they wanted to go with a green marble-ish look. So I decided to make the green marble very dark. I didn't want to go fight this type of green. I wanted to make it like dark, but make it marble looking. So I did my typical, you know, with the sponge work, and I did all the marble work. I gloss coated it, I sanded it down, I gloss coated it again, I sanded it down, and I gloss coated it one more time, and then I sanded it down to give it a nice, like, shiny, buffed marble look. And then after that, I did a washing of the dragon with some, you know, metallic paint in there just to make that pop. I didn't really want to make this like a gold or anything. I thought maybe like Moondragon. You know, the moon's kind of silvery, whitish gray, so I figured that would be good for the base there. So this doesn't super fight with the figure. It kind of makes the dragon pop out, but you can see that it's not fighting with the character too much. Because you never really want to pull your eyes down from the main figure. You want to keep your eyes up here and like that. But the sculpt is great. Like I said, I'm not sure who sculpted it, but I think it's a really great design. It'll definitely go great with all the bone design stuff, you know. Try to give you guys a booty shot on her, but it's kind of hard with the cape there. But you definitely got a nice little booty in there as well. But it's a really great design. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Other than that, there's not much more to say about it. It's really a great item. If you guys are into customizing, it's definitely a kit you might want to snag up and customize into another character. Like I said, I'm not really sure how many they're going to produce, but it definitely will go well with a lot of the bone design stuff out there if it's going to be 1/6 scale stuff. But with that being said, I had a lot of fun with it. I think it's a great design. Kudos to whoever designed it and pretty much sculpted it. It's a really cool looking design. I think stuff like this should be done more often. Yes, I know the rod underneath the feet is kind of the downside, but when you look at her straight on, you just don't see it, and you're really not there, which is kind of cool. So, great design, fun paint up, definitely a character that you probably won't see from main you know, companies out there, but it's good to see other people making characters like this to kind of complete collection. So, with that being said, thanks for watching. Leave some comments below, and we'll be back with some more videos.